When I left Christianity, I changed the way I saw the world. I realized that elections don't change anything if you don't vote out bad people and vote in good people consistently. Elections don't change how the 1% rules. The 1% are in charge. Don't ever doubt it. The 1% buys elections. Why do you think certain candidates win? Because they have the most media, television coverage, and social coverage. He who has the best, most affluent backers always wins. Because that's the way the world works. Why hasn't Americans gotten cheap, quality healthcare? Because of the 1%. Why is there disgusting corruption and sexual abuse everywhere? Because the 1% runs the country. Why do things get better? Because we consistently vote in or vote out, good or bad people. Why is our country in turmoil? Because the 1% made sure that Trump won. And Trump is a bad, bad, bad ideology. I mean, he was president during the 2 longest shutdowns. What about that do people not get? And when we elect Democrats, does not mean they do their job. We had at least 10 Democrats a few days ago bow down to Trump, and now the Republicans are going to triple health care premiums. The shutdown happened because the Democrats didn't want their voters and Americans to suffer because the Republicans can't handle running a government properly. You can say whatever you want to about Obama and Biden, but I don't remember a single shutdown in Biden's presidency. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But the only times you have recessions are when you vote Republican. It's been that way for 50 years. Elections don't change anything unless we consistently vote out bad, corrupted people who support the 1% and vote in consistently decent human beings that actually care about the working class, like the new mayor of New York City. The right Republicans call him a Muslim extremist. Yeah, because Muslim extremists are doing a lot of bad things right now. It's all about a stereotype. The far right believes that every Muslim is a terrorist, while I found that 3 out of 4 mass shootings are done by white supremacist, right-leaning, Trump-loving, God-loving people. It's a pattern. Especially the one that shot at Charlie Kirk. He was a Trump bootlicker. And when you talk about hate long enough, some crazy or sane terrorist out there is going to start acting on your words. And I'm taking a class right now in the Turner Diaries. It's a book that has kind of impacted a lot of people who definitely needed to be in therapy. The January 6th insurrection is something you can find in the Turner Diaries. The Oklahoma City bombing you can find in the Turner Diaries. The lynching of James Byrd Jr. you can find in the Turner Diaries. Most of the worst acts on American soil were inspired by the Turner Diaries. Some people call it the terrorist cookbook, or, I don't want to say the other thing because I don't want YouTube to take down the video. But Imagine how bad white supremacists go about harming people, and you could pretty much figure out what else it's called. Books written by white supremacists do affect how we see elections. And when people, ethnicities, vote against their best interests, like when they voted for Trump, or if the working class actually gets a decent person, some white supremacist is going to try and start a race war again. Because that's what terrorism is all about, creating a race war. So I reject that elections change history, because one election doesn't change history. It might jumpstart a more progressive view toward politics, but it takes consistent positive elections to institute change. One decent president out of 5 bad presidents isn't really going to make much of a dent. But if you can vote, vote to protect all rights, not just white people and Christian rights. And that's why I always say, when I vote, if they're not protecting the LGBTQIA community's rights, minorities, and visitors to this country's rights, they're a danger to politics. And that's why I don't like Trump.